Hello, Abram.
Hey,
How
how's
are
it going?
things? Oh, they're
All
going over
right.
here. Who are you? You're Abram. There we go. And then update this one. You are also Abram. Hello.
Oh, hey. I dig your tree layout there. That's pretty
Uh,
cool.
so they were my grandmother's. At least one of them. I don't know
Uh,
which. Possibly both. And I like combining the old with the new, so I figured these made sense. That's how I wanted that.
yep. Um, so I think the thing to do um, is talk about something we talk about frequently every year around this time, which is last second gifts you can give someone.
Okay.
Last second digital gifts. Um,
Sounds like a plan. Went and forgot to add all the topics to the show. I'm looking at my rundown. I'm like, I wonder why there's no information here. Oh, that's on me. Hey, look how there's actually stories in our show now. That helps. Uh, all right, yeah, that sounds like a great topic. All right, and I imagine you saw the other stuff.
yeah.
Excellent. All right. Oh, I hope nobody can hear my neck cracking just then. Let's make sure I've got this set for recording. I do. All right. I was thinking about putting like snowflakes as part of the over top of the video, and I'm like, that's more work than I'm willing to do tonight. All right. All right, looks like everything is recording. Hopefully I'm not about to sneeze. We'll find out in a moment, won't we? All right. Here, how far over can I come with this? Way farther than normal because I got a Christmas tree to hide behind tonight. All right. This week, quantum pendants are trying to kill, NFTs are heading to gaming, and Disney is leaving YouTube. It's Sunday, December 19th, 2021, and this is episode 614 of F5 Live, Refreshing Technology, for Sunday. No, I already said that. A proud part of the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here. Wherever you are and however you're accessing our show, whether it be on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat, through a podcatcher like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, TuneIn, or a myriad of other options, through our live stream platforms, livestream.com, Twitch, or YouTube, or of course on our website, plughitslive.com. Thank you for making us a part of your day. There are two ways that you can do that. The first is Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. You can go to f5live.tv/join us. There you can chat with us in the studio, give us your feedback on the topics as we talk about them, or you can always subscribe at plughitslive.com/subscribe. There you'll see all of our shows, including F5 Live, The Pilch Point, Plug Hits Live Presents, and more. And of course, find all the ways to watch, listen, and follow along. All right, so this is weird. This is our second show this week. since we did a show on Tuesday. The the news, obviously, between Tuesday and now has been a little slow, only because we know CES is right around the corner. Of course, both of us will be at CES uh, doing a whole bunch of different
Yes,
stuff.
but
But
there could always be news about CES.
it's true.
Um, there about like obviously there's a lot of companies who are planning to be there and to announce products. I have spent a chunk of my week scheduling meetings with various companies,
Mm-hmm.
even getting brand new business cards to give out. um,
Nice.
I assume we still give out business cards in the age of COVID. I don't know if business card is a infection vector or not. I don't think so. Um, so, uh, but I have also heard rumblings that hey, maybe some companies are going to pull out,
Mm-hmm.
uh, are going to pull out because of Omicron. Now, it's hard for me to imagine at this moment with less than a month to go, really 2 weeks to go. Let's be to be fair, that CTA is going to cancel the whole thing.
Yeah. No.
But I can completely foresee a lot of I can foresee individual companies canceling, and
Although,
that could yeah.
if you've been watching the number of exhibitors has actually gone up in the last week. They went from 1,900 to 2,100 in the last 7 days.
What's normal? What's 29? What's 2020?
More than that.
10,000 or something.
I don't know.
Anyway, from my perspective, it doesn't matter if there's 2,100 or 10,000 because
3,800 in 2020.
Okay, so like not bad all things considered.
Two-thirds,
Also,
give or take.
let's keep in mind for all those who are not familiar with how CES works, which is probably a lot of people. A lot of companies are there and not officially exhibitors, but they're still there. The CTA that runs CES does not like that, but I don't think there's anything they can really do to stop it. So if let's say you were a company and you wanted to show your wares to folks who are going to be in town for CES, all you need to do is get a hotel suite. You
Right.
don't need to have a booth on the CES show floor.
Right. We have always called an alternate version of that stealth boothing.
Uh, yeah. So it's right. So it's hard to say. I mean, we know some companies are not going that would normally go. I just I keep hearing little things, people saying, either journalists who say they're not going to go or now they're really worried about going. I mean, I booked my flight, I got my hotel.
Uh
It's too late for me now. um,
huh.
I just want to I mean, I wonder what folks do. What I want to know, and I don't know that anyone has an answer to this, is I wonder what folks do if you get sick while you're there.
Right.
Like, what happens if you catch something on the plane ride there and you start to feel sick before you go home? Are you supposed to live in Las Vegas for another 10 days or so? Probably yes. And then it could be quite a hotel bill.
Could
Um,
be.
and probably not supposed to leave your room. So you're going to have room service 3 meals a day too. Um, that's, that's,
Uber
I don't
Eats.
know, but to your room, I
Yeah.
guess. Okay. Uh, mind
I've
you, our
I've done it.
rooms, yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say about all of that. I mean, I would not want to be living in Las Vegas um,
An
you
additional
know,
10 days.
for an additional 10 days.
Yeah.
So that's, that's my biggest
Yeah.
fear.
We
If I
we actually
get
have
home and I'm sick, it wouldn't be as bad.
right. we actually have alternate studio plans, um, and in the event that the CTA changes plans for CES, or not plans, but changes protocols. We actually have an alternate studio setup concept ready to go, just in case, where we can put our control
What
room
protocol would they?
downstairs.
What protocol would they change that would force you to do that?
I don't know, but better safe than sorry. I'd rather have a plan in place ahead of time than get there and scramble. So obviously our whole plan is to be broadcasting the whole time. So, uh, uh, somebody in the chat, several people in the chat are talking about CES. Uh, we've got somebody, Patricio Camillo, asking if we're going this year. As of right now, our plans are to go. And I apologize. I'm not going to try and pronounce your name because I'm going to butcher it. I apologize. They said we were planning to go, but we're opting out. We'll be there in 2023. They're going to cover it virtually. What publication do you cover it through? We'd love to talk. Maybe there's a synergy.
Yeah, that's interesting to hear. I was actually talking to a person that this week who's going to be doing some freelance writing for us, and he's a freelancer and he's located in London, and he said that he has his tickets and he's going to CES, and I was like, wow, that's very brave of you because, I mean, to travel internationally.
Uh-huh.
Is quite challenging, but they're not there's no ban on it.
Yeah,
So
I was talking to Mark Gooday from Ashdown Engineering the other day, and he was worried not about being able to get here, but whether or not he'd be allowed back.
Yeah, I mean that could be a problem.
Yeah,
That could be a problem, right? So yeah, I mean I think that's it's all a concern. But
yeah,
the other concern I have, I don't know if you guys have approached it, have thought about yourselves, although I guess there's really not much to be done, is what if we have from Tom's Hardware 3 people going? What
mm-hmm.
if one or more of us gets COVID between now and January 2nd when we're supposed to fly there?
Yeah,
Right? Then, then we're going to be down a person or two. So I don't know. Well,
yeah,
what can you do? It's
yeah.
it's
I,
just something we had not had to plan for in the past.
right, exactly. So it's one of those things. I think all of us are going to be a little fluid on this because we don't know. Everything is literally a little up in the air. We'll see. We're planning on doing our thing. We literally over on GNC Week in Review about an hour ago, myself and Kirk and Chris Jordan were all talking about what CES is going to look like for us. So definitely go check that out. Just for our viewers to know, right now the plan is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we will be broadcasting right here, wherever you're watching us live. This is where we will be broadcasting on YouTube and on Twitch. If you there is some content where you'll only be able to comment if you are subscribed on Twitch or a member on YouTube. There is also the memberships over on YouTube. If you are a yellow shirt or above, yellow or a green shirt, you will get floor content first before anybody else. So for $6.99 a month, you will get all of the content first. Plus this show right here, you'll get ad free over on YouTube, which is pretty cool. So definitely check that out. We are planning, our schedule is a full, I think, 132 live segments plus the floor stuff. We're gonna have a lot of content going so long as nothing goes wrong. So that's the current plan. Definitely follow along for that. But I think for now, let's get down to some news. This week's Nifty Gifties and F5 Live is proudly powered by the Microsoft Store. Whether you're looking for a new laptop, a tablet, desperately seeking a new Xbox, games, and a whole lot more, you can get them at the Microsoft Store. And remember that current students, faculty, parents, and active military can save up to 10% on almost everything. To browse the products, to see the deals, and to find out more about the discounts, you can go to f5live.tv/Microsoft. All right, so it's the end of the year. We tend to see, we mentioned it earlier, we tend to see a little bit of a slowdown in news heading into the end of the year because of CES. But that lends us the opportunity to talk about some strange things. So here's a strange one for you. We know that there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there. The internet has made them bigger. My favorite is flat earthers. They are my absolute favorite. I watch flat earth videos all the time. No, I do not believe in it, but they are comical in the lengths that they will go to stretch.
You gotta see a show, and okay. I'm gonna throw this out there for everybody. There's a show on Netflix called Inside Job.
Oh,
have you seen it?
No, I saw the little documentary movie about flat earthers on Netflix.
Okay, so now this is not a serious show. This is a cartoon.
Okay.
And it is 10 episodes. And the idea is that, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
There's
Continue.
okay, wait, I'm trying to find the page for it. But anyway, there's this secret corporation that runs all the conspiracy theories, like the fake moon landing and flat earth and whatever. And so they have one episode where like one of the characters tries to get a bunch of flat earthers to help him hijack a cruise ship so that they can drive it to the end of the earth. But it turns out their conspiracy theory was wrong, because everybody who's really behind the conspiracies knows that there's a hole in the center of the earth, and that's where you go, not the flat earth. So
yes.
Anyway, this show is hilarious. I strongly recommend.
I accidentally watched it in one night. It was not my plan. But it looked funny, and anytime that you can combine Christian Slater and John DiMaggio into one story, I'm in.
Yeah.
Because Christian Slater,
that's okay.
Christian Slater on Archer, every time he shows up on Archer, he makes the episode, and John DiMaggio is, I think everybody knows, a longtime friend of the show and one of the best voice actors ever. So combining them together, total win. Anyway, so another conspiracy theory, and the current big tech one, is around 5G, right? People think, I don't know, some people think that it's going to give you cancer. Some people think that the government's trying to control your mind with it. It's a wonderfully bizarre collection of people. But anytime you have people tricked into something like that, there's always a product to solve it. And the 5G product to solve it is called quantum pendants. Now, obviously the name is a little silly because quantum means something, but it doesn't mean anything here. Instead, these are little, what do they call them? Let's see. They call them like negative ion protection, which, first of all, negative ions have nothing to do with 5G. 5G runs on a couple of spectrums, most of which used to be used for UPN. There's nothing special about 5G, but quantum
You,
pendants are special. And let me tell you why. They contain a couple of elements in them, and among the content that goes into this can be uranium. So, the product that's being sold to protect you from 5G is irradiating you just a little bit, but enough that several governments have warned against them because they are guaranteed to cause health problems.
so why are these legal to sell?
They're
You can
not.
sell radioactive jewelry to
No.
people?
No. In fact, they are not legal to sell. But because of the small amount of radiation, they don't tend to show up on like simple USPS, UPS, or FedEx scans. So when they come from a country that's not paying attention into a country that is, they don't show up on scans. So unless customs happens to break that particular box and look into it, which, you know, they break about 1 in 100, you're probably going to get it. So yeah, not great.
Great. That's lovely. So nice to see. I mean, I guess so. I guess if the person actually gets like cancer from this, they can say that it was 5G's fault because it just didn't work properly.
There you go. Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
a lot of, I mean, this goes without saying. There's a lot of gullible people out there who want to, who are, I don't know, who are ready to believe some type of conspiracy theory because it makes them feel like they have power over the world, over a world in which they normally would feel powerless, and they've
Mm-hmm.
got the inside information and all that stuff. So, 5G is a conspiracy theory, but this just
Well,
isn't how radio waves work.
5G is not a conspiracy theory, but there are
Right.
conspiracy theories around
I mean,
5G.
5G. What I mean is the beliefs around 5G, which are, all kinds of things like it's reading your thoughts and
Right.
it's controlling you, and
That's my favorite one, though.
it causes. Remember, at one point it caused COVID too. It was supposed to cause
Yep.
COVID too.
Yep.
Uh, like
It's to put advertisements
it's
in your dreams. I did a deep dive
it's
on 5G conspiracy theories last night because of this story.
does that mean 4G is okay?
4G is fine. I mean,
4G is fine.
4G runs on 700 megahertz as opposed to 5G, which for Sprint and T-Mobile runs on 680. Ooh, something special about 680.
It's those megahertz.
I
The
got I got a whole box of old wireless microphones that run on 680 too.
So you can use them to mind control people, is what you're
Apparently.
saying?
Apparently.
Let's five. I wish 5G were so good that it could control it. We're so the 5G signal here was good enough to worry about. I mean, my 5G coverage
Oh.
continues to be terrible with T-Mobile. So
Then you didn't get the right vaccine, right?
that's true. Maybe if I got a different I mean, listen, if there's a vaccine that improved my 5G connection, I'm there tomorrow. The Also, by the way,
YouTube, I just want to put this out there, YouTube. This is comedy. We're making a joke. Please don't take this video down. And people who are watching, we are joking about
Right.
5G and vaccines.
Right. But in fact, our point is that these are conspiracy theories. 5G is perfectly normal radio wave that's being used for high speed data, and so
there's nothing special about the frequencies on which it exists. Some of them, the T-Mobile and Sprint frequencies for the standard are in the 670, 680 range, which literally is what wireless microphones used to run on. So you were always around those. and as well as a little lower on the spectrum is where UHF television existed before the digital transition. So literally, UPN was on this frequency
So
not that long ago. And
I
then,
just want to point out that
then the higher bands
App-
are in the same range as your cordless phone. So,
now I don't know whether these will irradiate you or not, but I want to point out that Amazon has it.
oh, good. Yes, I did see that.
Amazon has quantum scalar energy power pendant necklace, healthcare lava stone, male jewelry for $9.77.
So the ones
I mean,
in particular that are in the spotlight here are actually from a company called Quantum Pendant. I did not link to it because I did not want people going to their website. But I think it's quantumpendant.com. These in particular have enough radiation coming off of them. So apparently what they do, I don't quite understand it. I guess they take volcanic ash or something and scoop it up and put it inside of a thing. And that's what they send out because, I don't know, volcanic ash is special. But one of the things about volcanic ash is sometimes it has trace amounts of uranium in it. And so that's what's happening here. It's not enough in most cases to be a huge problem, but it is enough that it is likely to cause cancer in the area where you wear it. And every government that I saw that has done tests on these has said, please take them off. Do not wear them. Do not buy them. If you get them as a gift, please get rid of them. There's nothing good about them. They are only harmful. Please stop doing this.
Yeah. If I thought this might be the only quantum that's worse than Quantum of Solace.
Ooh, shots fired. Yeah, it's all so silly. But I mean, do you remember the late night infomercials for the little stickers to go over the earpiece for your flip phone that were supposed to prevent radiation?
I think I missed those while I was watching. I was too busy watching the colon cleansing commercials.
We were watching different networks.
Yes.
They used to sell them at Publix down here, and people would come into Radio Shack because, you know, Radio Shacks were usually in shopping centers with Publixes. You don't know that. You're from the wrong part of the country. From people in the Southeast, Radio Shacks were almost always in public shopping centers. So people would come into the store and they'd be like, how do I use this? And I'd go, oh, let me show you. And I'd take the trash can and throw it in. And they, oh, no, what? Yeah, it doesn't do anything. It's literally a Band-Aid. Take it back. Yeah. And I've got, in the office, I've got this little thing that a friend's mom was given that's supposed to be some sort of a something diode. And I'm like, I don't think you know what a diode is. So we went into a whole conversation back and forth because it's a piece of acrylic that looks like wood with a sticker on the front. I'm like, that's not how diodes work, friend. They're like, this was tested by MIT. Yeah, give me that white paper. Oh, we can't do that. Yeah, exactly. So this kind of stuff always exists, but it's usually just snake oil. It's not snake oil laced with uranium, which is what this one is. If you want to trust nonsense, that's your choice, but don't trust this nonsense because this is literally harmful to your health. If somebody gives it to you, give it back or throw it away or something. Just definitely be careful because, yeah, not good. This week's Pilch Point with Abram Pilch is proudly powered by PureVPN. The best way to protect your privacy online is with PureVPN. You can hide your online activities, say goodbye to regional restrictions, and improve your streaming quality. Plus, Sorry, plus it's available for almost all of your devices, and to get a special price and a 31-day money-back guarantee, you can go to pilchpoint.live/purevpn. All right. Again, last show of the year. It's almost Christmas, almost several holidays, and that means it is time to talk about procrastinators.
Yes. So, uh, we talk about this, I think, every year,
I think
but
so too.
it's worth going over.
It absolutely
What can
is,
you do?
because I'm one of those procrastinators that needs this advice.
Yes. So the problem that happens is, as you're watching this, whether you may no longer, depending on when you're watching this, you may no longer be able to order something and have it delivered in time to give as a gift on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. So what do you do when you know that you need a gift for someone, and you need it for Christmas, but you can't have it shipped? And maybe you could go to the store, but that could be a dicey proposition. Maybe it's so late that you're heading off to Christmas dinner and you realize there's someone you didn't get a gift for. Maybe it'll be, I'm personally going to a Christmas Day at my sister-in-law's house on Saturday, and I could imagine if they say, "Oh yeah, someone else is coming that we didn't expect," or whatever. "Oh, we didn't realize we didn't get them a gift." Um, no problem, because there's a lot of last second gifts that you can get people. Now, last second, obviously, we're talking about digital gifts, but it doesn't just have to be a digital gift card. There's a digital gift card for money to Amazon, because that, you know, or a digital Amex card or something. I mean, that's like just like giving somebody cash, and that is, don't get me wrong, that's never unwelcome, but it's not the most thoughtful gift, because that's just like giving somebody, here's some money. So, um, I'm a big believer that it's the thought that counts, right? So, first of all, to just go beyond the obvious Amazon and Newegg and Best Buy gift cards, there's gift cards for, I'm sure, most stores. Uh, you could get them a gift certificate for a more specific store. In my case, I love, um, I love it when people give me gift certificates to maker stores like Adafruit. Um, those are more specific than just like, hey, here's a gift certificate to Amazon, where you could buy anything on earth, including toilet paper. um, but you can also get someone something a little bit more specific. So, for example, for Adafruit, you can get somebody an AdaBox subscription for $60 per box. And what that is I think every quarter they send out to the person an electronics project in a box, and with the tutorials and all the parts that you need to do it. And it varies. So each one is $60. You could buy them a subscription, and then when it comes out in, I think, a month and a half, it will be shipped to